We're Trent and Allie, and we're halfway through renovating our new tiny home. Look at these helpers we've got today. This week, an unexpected heat wave rolled into town, and it is definitely taking a toll.
It is white hot. I feel like I need to be wearing a bikini.
We're powering through and keeping the end goal in sight, although we're making a huge mess along the way.
It was a small disaster.
Oh, it's dripping.
Oh, it stinks really bad.
Does it? Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and come along today as we battle the summer heat and complete our first major transformation.
Oh! Good morning, everyone. Today's a big day. We're getting ventilation.
Woo! All of a sudden, in the past week, it's gone from mild 65, 70 degree Fahrenheit temperatures to 95, 100 degrees. And in the camper where we're doing renovations and working all day in the heat, there's no airflow.
This has gone from a luxury appliance to an absolute necessity. Let's just say yesterday I did a smidgen of work on the van, and it was like the caravan. And it was like 87 degrees, and I was dying. We were anticipating not putting air conditioning in the caravan. Now I'm considering it. Open all this area up. It's a mess in here.
We've been doing a little bit of work the last few days. We haven't filmed it because it's just been little odds and ends here and there, but this place went from very neat and organized to a disaster zone.
Just don't even look. It's literally a mess. But yesterday I basically sat out here for like 2 hours. I changed this outlet to a GFI, and we had this outlet that was going here, and you can see our little butcher block is just set in place just to see how beautiful it looks. And when we have our new kitchen set up, there's gonna be a faucet like right in this area.
Our kitchen set up in the bathroom?
It's early. Anyway, in our new bathroom setup, there's gonna be a faucet right here that's gonna be in the way of this outlet. So I had to move this outlet. We moved it to inside the vanity, because basically that outlet is maybe for a hair straightener once every 17 years when Allie uses one, or for charging our toothbrush. So it's gonna live inside the cabinet. This is going to be tiled over and look beautiful. I'm really excited to like start getting everything rolling. It feels like it's going so slow, so slow. And today we're gonna put in the roof vent, but then the next step is gonna really transform this place. But first things first today, we need to channel our inner Marie Kondo and tidy this place up.
I set out on a road that I built with my own two hands. I met friends on the way, people chosen to make a stand.
Wow, it is so much nicer in here when it's clean. Things look great in here. Almost everything is out. There's a couple more touch-ups we need to do. Sweep it out, clean it up. While I'm working on that, Trent's got a big project. It's already heating up, and it's pretty early in the morning.
It's really humid, which is actually strange for Utah, and it's cloudy, but the sun is starting to come out, and it's getting really hot, and I've got to get up on the roof and install the Max Air fan. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and I can get out of the sun.
Break.
Ready, break. Thankfully, installing a Max Air fan or a roof fan in an RV is really easy because these little roof vents that are built into pretty much every RV are the perfect size. This is what roof fans are made for. In a van, you have to cut the hole, install the fan. My only hurdle is gonna be removing this and then trying to make a nice mating surface and getting it to seal really well so it doesn't leak.
What about electrical?
And I'm gonna have to do something with electrical. There's power over here. As strange as this may seem, we're not gonna be using the CD player. So the power for the CD player, I think is gonna be repurposed, and it's gonna power the Max Air fan. The only hurdle is getting the wires over there.
Please be careful.
Hand me the drill and the flathead. Let's get this underway. It's really tough because there's this This rubber membrane is what seals the roof. So you want to be very careful that you don't tear that rubber membrane anywhere. There is at least a good layer of butyl tape all the way around. I know this isn't normal practice, but I'm just gonna put some sealant on top of the butyl tape and press my Max Air fan down on top of that.
While he's finishing this up though, I have one other project that I need to get done quickly so that I can help him with his next step. I'm going to seal the rest of our butcher block countertops. If you guys remember, this light switch has been giving us a lot of trouble. We continue to slam our heads on it. So Trent finally just threw a bunch of neon, brightly colored string all over it. Hopefully that'll stop us from hitting our heads. He already hit his head this morning and he was so angry. This is pretty visible, so I think it'll do the trick.
So when I install these roof fans, I like to do an inside bead and then an outside bead. I like to make them nice and thick, and then when you go ahead and set it in and squish it down, they usually come together. It keeps the screws nice and sealed, and then I'm gonna go over the top with some lap sealant. This Dicor self-leveling sealant, I put this all over the screws, all over any of the joints. It's self-leveling, it's rubberized, it sticks to the rubber roof. It adheres really well and it's UV resistant, so it's gonna keep it from leaking and hopefully for years to come, or at least a year.
How's it coming in here? Oh my goodness!
It's working!
Can you feel it?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's like 12 windows open, so it's like moving the air, but I can't feel like the rush coming in from any window. But we have ventilation.
Oh my goodness.
After I got the fan mounted in here, the wires come down and I basically used a spade bit. This is a spade bit for people that don't know.
Made by David Spade?
Made by David Spade! And I drilled one hole this way and then one hole at an angle like that. Rammed my arm into the ceiling and fed the speaker wires through this hole, hooked them up to the Max Air fan. Now we're in business, baby!
Oh, that's amazing.
How cool is that?
That's awesome. I'm so hot. All right, it's noon. We are halfway done with today's work. We have a big, exciting, really fun, transformative project we're doing next, and I can't wait. But first, please, do you think we could have a smoothie?
A smoothie?
Yeah.
We don't have any contents.
We have ice.
We have ice.
We have cherries. We have strawberries.
Do we?
Can we go look?
Let's go look.
Okay. And just like that, we have some delicious smoothies. Thank you, Trent. It's a little bit less hot, or maybe I just feel a little bit cooler because of the cold smoothie, but it's probably like 100 degrees today. These are not breathable. I know you all thought they were, they're not. So I'm really excited about this roof vent fan, but I'm really looking forward to what we're doing next today because it's going to completely change the entire look of this camper.
I already drank my smoothie. I pretty much drank it before we even got out of the house. Also, I had to clean it out of my mustache. My facial hair is getting extra bushy.
You should trim it, right?
No.
Don't you guys think?
I'm going straight Duck Dynasty. Is that the guys?
Santa Claus meets Duck Dynasty.
Alright, well, without further ado, Allie's gonna drink her smoothie. I did bring some snacks, so I'm gonna be snacking, but we're gonna start on the floor.
This flooring was recommended that you install it with underlayment below it.
We're gonna use linoleum.
We're gonna use the linoleum that's already part of the camper. I hope it works.
It's a trailer, the whole thing squeaks. I thought doing a heated floor would be a good idea, but it's really expensive, so we're not gonna do it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Trent tried really hard to get me to agree to the heated floor, and it would be awesome, but
Boss said no.
It's not worth it. Boss said no. Do you remember you dancing installing the floor last time?
Yeah.
I wonder if we still have that clip.
Better not.
What you waiting for?
There we go, almost done.
So close. What happened, Trent? I watched you measure it.
Inch monster.
The inch monster?
Inch monster ate a piece of our flooring.
Trent!
No!
Take two.
Like a glove.
Mucho más mejor.
Muy bien.
Do you remember when we first met? I thought my eyes would fall straight out of my head. Guess we are living proof of love at first sight. But now we both see love in a different light. Keeping love alive is a tricky.
Sometimes I run out of energy after I start a project.
You know when that happens the most?
When I'm hungry.
When it's 100 degrees outside.
And when it's 100 degrees. But when we were building both our vans, it was the middle of winter, and all we could do was complain about how cold it was.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm going to bask in my own sweat and not complain.
Well, I think it's looking mighty fine.
Ah!
It's a bit chilly.
It is white hot.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when they say things are white hot, when it's like so hot that it turns white like a flame. The sun is intense.
Yeah.
It is like, it's not humid anymore.
No.
It's really dry. And in the shade, it's like, I can survive. But when you're in the direct sunlight, oh boy. I feel like I need to be wearing a bikini. There's these two,
Okay.
and one more piece. And that's half the floor that we have.
I'd say we're halfway done. Ish.
I bet we need another box.
Really? No.
That's just a guess. Who knows?
Huh.
We could get lucky.
I belong to you.
Do just what you want. You're the one I trust.
No!
Trent is really hyping up his floor cutting game here. He's claiming this piece, the hardest piece to cut all day long, is gonna fit perfectly on the first try.
I have no idea. I just spent the last 20 minutes probably trying to cut this piece out. There's a lot of complexity there. All right. Don't catch me swearing if it doesn't fit.
Are you kidding me?
Pretty good, eh?
Trent!
Hey!
If I didn't just watch you cut that just now, I would have thought you staged this. Especially after having seen some of your mistakes from earlier today.
Hey! Be nice.
That looks awesome. Good job.
I thought the floor would be a little bit easier than it has been. But I think it's coming up pretty good, huh?
Really, really cool.
Don't pay attention to any of the corners. We got to put trim on. That's the secret to flooring, is you put trim on all the corners and then you can't see where there's any gaps.
As well as the color of the cabinets. All of the cabinets are going to change colors.
Yeah.
It's just the countertops and the floor that you should look at.
It's starting to look extra cabiny though.
Yeah.
No? The nice dark wood butcher block and the dark wood floor.
Very den-like.
A couple more potato chips if I do say so myself.
Are you crumbing on our brand new floor?
Frank!
No, no.
Eleanor!
Yeah.
Today has been a doozy. I feel like, I don't know why, but I just feel like I feel like we haven't gotten anything done.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, I did the roof vent. And you polyed the tabletops. And then we put the floor in and like, we cleaned the entire RV. Like, we've done a lot today. And I'll be honest, I'm filthy dirty. I am sweaty. It is super hot. The Max Air fan has been a savior. It's kept it tolerable, but it's almost intolerable. It's really hot in here. Allie is trying out the new floor. It looks like she's really enjoying it.
It's nice and cool down here.
As you can tell, both of us are completely expunged. We are drained of energy. So it's time to refuel. We're gonna eat some food. We're gonna go to bed. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Well guys, it's been a very slow morning. We left you guys last night. It was a very hectic, hot day. We did a lot of hard work. I gotta finish putting flooring in the bathroom, and then we're gonna move on to another really exciting part of the build. Look out! Also likes to lay right here. Oso, go! He blocks the door and you can't get out.
Oh my god. We can't even get in.
So
I thought we cleaned this
is
yesterday.
Allie's idea of putting things away. She just stacks things at the doorway so that you really can't even get in to start doing work the next day.
Ha!
Whoa, and that's Allie's job of unpacking. Hiya! I'm gonna give her a hand. We're gonna unpack this stuff out of the trailer and get to work.
I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure. When all the crows decide to meet, they settle down beneath my feet.
I've been wanting to paint since day one, since before demo day started. Painting for me is like what really transforms a space, and today is the first day that I've decided not to wear my coveralls because they're so hot and they don't breathe at all, and it's 100 degrees, and of course, today is the day we're gonna paint.
Today, we have the luxury. Oh yeah. That's gonna be really loud. You're not gonna be able to hear me now. We have the luxury of having ventilation. We can vacate all of the hot air out of the trailer and get fresh air circulating through. So I'm really stoked about that. I think we do need to get some of the things removed off the wall, unscrew some of the other lights, and do a little bit of masking. And then Allie's gonna be able to go through and start doing a first coat of a adhesion promoting primer or something crazy like that.
So we're not taking the wallpaper off the walls because they're actually like glued and wrapped around the sides of the walls. These RVs are made to be indestructible in a certain sense. In other ways, they're just meant to fall apart. It's weird. But we're just gonna prime the walls and paint right over the wallpaper.
So this actually ended up working out absolutely perfect. We got 6 boxes of flooring. We pretty much had the perfect amount. I thought we weren't gonna have enough to do the bathroom. We have to go around the toilet back there and around the toilet here. And we have these like 4 or 5 scrap pieces. So I'm gonna have to take the toilet off so that I can scribe perfectly where the toilet goes to put this new flooring down. While I'm doing that, Allie's gonna be getting dirty.
I'm so excited. Oh, that was almost a disaster, huh?
No, it was a small disaster. A lot of, the problem is there's still water in all the water pipes in the RV, and so when you undo a water pipe that's lower than all the other water pipes, all the water that's in those pipes wants to equalize. So we just had a bunch of water spewing all over the place, so make sure I disconnect the toilet.
At least that water is clean. You
Yeah,
could be
this
wiping
water.
up pee.
This water, the freaking black tank's full of poop.
All right. Oh, it's happening right now. Ooh, I bet that stinks, dude. Oh, it's dripping.
Can't really smell it.
Oh, it's disgusting. You gotta put it in the tub?
Oh, it stinks really bad.
Does it? Trent. You did it.
Looks okay.
It smells like literal poop back here.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't smell it anymore.
That means you're part of it.
No. I was afraid that I would become one with the poo.
It looks awesome.
That looks pretty good.
Wow.
That cut is the the sore thumb of it all.
Can't even tell. I'm making a little bit of progress here on the primer. It looks pretty sloppy now, but don't worry, let it dry, give it time. Have some faith in me, it's gonna be awesome. I think we're probably gonna end up doing 2 coats of primer because this is wallpaper and there's just a lot that needs to be evened out, and I wanna make sure the final coat of colored paint turns out perfectly. So I'm just taking my time, slopping it on. Everything gets a coat of primer, so I'm not even taping anything off. I'm just throwing it everywhere.
Yeah, I made these.
What is this?
No, I'm kidding. My mom made them. And she said that you said we didn't want lunch.
Yeah, I did say that.
Gosh dang it, Allie.
Was that not how
So
you
you
felt?
got a half a sandwich.
Okay.
And I get a whole sandwich.
Are you poop free?
I'm pretty poop free. I didn't go up to the elbows, but I washed my hands really well.
Does it look any different in here?
Feels very spacious. There's a lot of space. It's like weird how like the color of something, like a darker color, can make things feel confined, and a bright or a white color can make things feel like more opened up and airy.
It has been a crazy day. We are getting things done, and we are just, wow, affected by the heat. We spent the last year and a half traveling through Central and South America, the hottest, most humid climate possible. Like literally, you couldn't even sleep because it was 100% humidity and 95 degrees at night, and we thought it was miserable. And then we came here to Utah, and it's not 100 actually, it's like 90 degrees, and like probably 0 humidity. And we're like, oh my gosh, we can feel ourselves evaporating. It's so dry, it's so hot. Trent went to go get us more water because we're just like chugging water all day long. I guess it just goes to show you can always complain about something. But it is looking pretty good in here. Oh, don't look at that. I'm going to do a second coat of primer. So I think we're gonna power through, chug some more water, try to get a little bit more painted before we call it a day. Oh,
Alright.
my savior.
I got your water bottle. We got a problem though.
Uh-oh.
I know we're not done with all the trim, but the wind keeps blowing from this way today. And look out there.
Oh no.
That's rain.
Okay,
We gotta get all this stuff.
let's go.
All right, and just like that, we got all of the things into the camper before it started raining. The rain here doesn't always come on fast. You can usually see it coming from a good distance away, but with how windy it is, that rain could happen any second, and it's a big rainstorm, so we would get soaked, all of our tools will get wet.
Look at how nice it looks with the countertop, and some of the stuff is getting painted. I mean, obviously it's a crowded mess in here, but you can kind of see some renovations
It
happening.
looks like all the cabinets are gonna be white.
Yeah, that's a lie.
But most of them are not going to be white. Some of them will. You guys will all see it in the future. As you guys can see, we finished the floor. The floor is done. I still need to do the trim, but we're going to do that when we paint. We got the roof fan
The
installed.
roof fan is installed. Everything, for the most part, has been primed. There's a few more spots I need to prime. And then paint is happening any day now, guys. I'm super excited. And honestly, we had more that we wanted to do today, but I don't know how productive we would have really been. So I'm a little bit grateful for this thunderstorm.
So the rain is stopping us dead in our tracks. I think next time we're going to be doing more priming, more trim, maybe starting on the backsplash, and hopefully some electrical stuff. This is where we're going to leave you today.
Hope you guys had fun. We had a blast, even though it looked like we were dying for most of it.
We were dying, and it was miserable. But we're glad you guys came along, and we hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
We'll talk to you soon, guys.
See you guys on the next one.
Adios.